have came to the fun conclusion that most clothing brand owners don't understand how to control the consumer. This is a very hard concept for clothing brand owners to understand and conceptualize. And I think it's because, I don't think, I know, that you guys are very artsy creatives. And that's fine. I'm definitely creative, but I also get the analytical side of things, right? Kind of like, you got to get the math and everything. Like, everything to me has some sort of math combined into it. So if you could put this mindset in your head while I'm talking to you right now, everything has math in it. Everything has an equation, right? Everything has like architecture combined into it. Everything has to have foundations and layers of like just shit back to back. You know what I mean? So what I mean by the math, I don't know if you ever noticed this in school, math really just kind of sort of combines into everything in school. Like, you cannot run away from math in life. Having a clothing brand and communicating to a consumer is literally an equation that you have to understand. Me helping clothing brand owners really hone in on how they communicate, I always say it's an equation that you have to get just for your brand. That's why when I talk to you guys through these videos, I try to talk to you in a way where it's broad enough that you can take pieces from it and make your own equation. This is today's video. Let's make your equation as best as you can. And at the end of the video, I have a surprise. So basically, I'm gonna try to give y'all an equation that you could fill in, like X plus Y equals Z type shit, right? Controlling the consumer. Nobody knows how to do this. Every clothing brand owner I talk to, they're so invested in how pieces look and da-da-da-da. It's hard for them to sit there and be like, there's a person on the other side of a screen that I'm trying to impress. And sometimes some of my pieces may not hold up, right? They may not hold up for them to just be automatically like, oh, I love this. Sometimes I may have to keep going back to them and keep giving them the equation and change different inputs and outputs around, right? So build on top. To put it very fucking simple, you cannot keep posting content and acting like you're the only brand in the world. This is something a lot of clothing brand owners have bad. From now to infinity and beyond, there's a switch on how a consumer consumes. They are aware. They have become aware. They are sentient in understanding how marketing works, especially our generation. We understand when you're trying to sell us something. You cannot come at us with, buy this, buy this, buy this. No. Especially because we're moving into that minimalism type shit too. So people don't really like buying stuff anymore because they believe like overconsumption and all that type of shit. That's coming. You can't run away from that, right? And then it's going to be consumerism. Again, it's going, all that shit it recycles. It's a cycle. It rinses, right? Right now, if you could put this into your equation for content and communicating with the consumer, understand that you don't matter. Your brand does not matter. The piece does not matter. Everything that you do right now does not matter. What matters is that you put your brand ego aside and you show these consumers, plain and simple, what the fuck they like. Your customer already has a curated aesthetic that they know. Me, you, and everybody else watching this, me and you, we already know what we like. You already have a world of things that you like. As a brand owner, wouldn't it be the smarter move, instead of trying to take out all the things they're like and push yours to the front, build on top of the things they like, add on to the things they like. Don't push brands away, add on. Show them that I am a part of your curated world that you have in your head. All I'm simply trying to do is put my brand in there. Stop trying to take up so much fucking space in their brand world. They already got their top 3 brands. Everybody already has their top 3. If you are trying to be a top 3 brand, you got to start at the bottom. It's crazy how that's literally just like life. That's usually how you become the best at something. You start from the bottom, you go to the top. You're not trying to take up so much space at first. You're trying to build until people are going to be like, oh yeah, they're my top 3. But you started slowly by showing them, oh yes, I know you like Memory Lane Park. I know you like Dairy Boy. Look at these brands. Look at these pieces from these brands. Oh my gosh, look how I combined it with my brand. That is a tool. Past clothing brand owners were not really thinking completely like this, except maybe Nigo. But like, that's Nigo. He's untouchable, right? Use your tools. Anchor the fuck out of these brands. What I mean by anchor, show so many other brands. At this point, they don't even know what the fuck you're actually selling. Again, this is the new way that you're going to have to come to these consumers. They know too much. They know too much. And this does not only have to deal with organic marketing. Organic marketing, yes, I preach organic marketing a lot, but even if you are running Facebook ads, those ads can't be stupid looking. You're running a Facebook ad, you cannot put that fucking t-shirt on the floor still if you're running a Facebook ad. Especially if the piece doesn't hit. Especially if you want to keep having one-time consumers. What if you make a really good piece of content that's really describing their brand world and you put that on a Facebook ad, and instead of pushing your brand, you're showing so many other brands and cool shit at once, you're going to get a loyal consumer. You're not going to get the one-time Fashion Nova ass consumer. Before I keep going, I'm going to go on a little rant. I'll put the time zone that you can come back to. Day, my name is Sunday. I just go by Day on the socials. I am not in the business of getting you Shein customers. I don't shop at Shein. I hope the people that are watching me don't do that Shein shit. And why would you want a Shein ass customer? Don't watch me. And if you would like some info on how to get a one-time customer, go watch. Thank you. Go watch those type of people, and I swear you could get that one-time customer. I'm in the business where all these people that watch my videos, I want them to DM me in 5 years and say, this is my brand. I've been watching you for X amount of time, and look what the fuck I did. And that's the people that I want to, that's the people that I would love to consume my content and actually go apply it and be great. Communication equation that we're doing for your brand. The parentheses is around the brands. Now, in order for this to work, in order for this to play out, and what I mean very literally by building on top, in this consumer brand world, you're not going to come at them with big brands. You're not going to come at them with Bottega. You're not going to come at them with Louis Vuitton or Goyard. At this point, they see it too much. It's too much. It's seen already. It's been done. You're going to come at them with niche brands that they only know. And they only have like 30,000, 40,000, 50, maybe 100 at max followers on all platforms or just on one platform. Doing the bigger brands hurts a little bit. Let me tell you why. I'm not saying don't put the bigger brands in your content at all, but it kind of hurts because they've seen it already. But if you do a niche brand like Memory Lane Park, they have some weight in the clothing brand community. Like, you could go up to somebody who kind of likes streetwear clothes and be like, oh yeah, you seen that NY hoodie or that LA hoodie? That's like the L and the A or the N and the Y, it's a zip up. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. That's what you want. You want brands like that. Like, they're niche enough that you could see somebody and be like, oh yeah, they probably would know, but it's not for like everybody. Like, you can't tell your like 35-year-old cousin, have you seen this brand with like the L and A? But most, the majority, you can't. Not so much of big brands, but brands on the come up like yours, which isn't that wild? You're going to build on top of a brand that's kind of on the come up with you, right? And all you're doing is anchoring with them. They're building, you're just anchoring up with them at the same time. You're just anchoring, you're building on top with them. That's your goal. Like, you kind of want to rise up with a brand. And they don't even know you're doing it. They don't even know, they have no fucking clue that you're showing their shit, but they'll be grateful because honestly, you're creating so much real estate online for them, they will love it. But they don't know at the same time you're helping them just as much as they're helping you. I think I'm getting a little too good at explaining this brand shit. Make your own collabs. And what I mean by this is, you build on top of people that are already growing. You want to grow up together. Why? It's more real estate online, and then this is what the fuck happens. Your customer is not going to put you in that top 3. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to make another little brand world just for you and that other brand. Just for you and that other brand. And then the other brands to come that match that vibe that they're going for. That single vibe that's in their aesthetic, but it's kind of on the side, right? It's going to come in and match those vibes. Your brand and that other brand that's on the come up with you, but has a little bit more of a hold on an audience more than you, right? And then what happens? You become that top 3 in that new little brand world. Make it known to the consumer that you need my brand and their brand to complete your brand world. So you want to be that top 3. You may not be that top 3 with that Cortez. You may not be that top 3 with like Cole Buxton or UVU Club. You may not be with them. You're definitely going to be in another brand world they have, right? and then you're gonna create your own one, and you're gonna be top 3 in that one. Make your own collab, meaning show your brand, show other brands, and build on top, create real estate online, and see what the fuck comes of it. So, why does interest work so well? I feel like when I say this, people don't really get what I mean, but look, why would I show a customer in action doing something, right? Why, when I show that, why do they like it? Why do they like it so much? It's obvious reason, maybe all of you would say, it's relatable, right? It's definitely relatable, but it's more than just relatable. It's more than just like it relates to the customer, and it makes them think that you're a part of them, or they're a part of you, and all that jazzy stuff, all that stuff that you might think is the answer, definitely. But knowing what the customer likes and what they enjoy is a key to a lot of your issues, to a lot of problems when it comes to why products don't sell, why you don't get email signups, why you don't get text signups, why people don't necessarily sit at your content, why you have low views and all those things. This is a makeup brand called Say. This is one of their holiday ads, lookbooks, whatever. From these 4 pictures, are they necessarily trying to sell me something? Or are they trying to sell me about what you're gonna do? That's part of the equation too. You can't always sell the product. You sell what you're going to do. What is that consumer going to do? The action, the activity. Where are they going? What is about to happen when you use this product? And then you cut. And then you got to tease them. You cut it off. So, for this Say collab, it looks like they're about to go out. They're getting ready. They're getting dressed. They got like a girl, messy bathroom vibe. So Say knows that the consumer's like a 20-something-year-old girl, right? So they're probably going back home for the holidays. They're probably going to go out to the bars or whatever the fuck with their friends. And they're going to have a good time, right? So they're going to have a good time. They're going to live their life, blah, blah, blah. And they're probably going to use some Say products for like highlighters and makeup. I mean, it's a highlighter, foundation, whatever the fuck. But the Say understands that, okay, so I know this 20-year-old's about to come back home for the holiday, right? So this 20-year-old is definitely about to party and get fucked up. Okay, so before that fuck up, let me show them what they could like vibe out and do. And then when they're out and about, and then let me show them like the pre-fuck up of what they're about to. There it says like, okay, let me show them like what happens before you get fucked up with Say, and then they could go get fucked up and have fun, right? That's basically what they're doing. They're either going to show you that after or the before, the action you're going to do with the product. You understand? That's how you have to think about your product. That's how you have to think about your clothing brand. Am I showing the before the action or after the action? Y'all have to understand this. Are you showing the before the action or after the action? What are you showing? How are you communicating? This is part of the equation. Communicate. Let them know. And also, interest does not always have to be products. Anchoring does not always have to be with products. You can anchor with ideas, opinions, and all those things. So imagine this. Imagine if Aloe was like Lululemon and said only skinny people could wear Aloe. They don't like fat people in Aloe. An idea that they could kind of push for a whole concept. They could do like a 2000 type concept thing, right? And they could kind of go into like beauty standards. Obviously, this is an example. Don't take it too serious. They could go into beauty standards. Right now, slim is in. They could be like thriving for that 2000 skinny. Or they could be like, in my Aloe, we are working for that 2000 skinny. And I'm saying 2000 skinny because I'm saying like Paris Hilton, all the girls in Entourage, that type of vibe. Don't know what Entourage is? Please go get HBO Max and watch it right now. But like I said, they could do that vibe with it. That would be for me, I would think that's hilarious, and I would love that. It will make me want Aloe more. For some people, we live in a kind of like a sensitive ass fucking world now where everybody's like, body positivity, oh my god, you called me fat. As I digress, that is a good example of using an idea that a lot of people have, a thought, an idea to push a brand and kind of collabing things, right? It's just an example of using an idea more than just anchoring with products. So like I just gave the example for Aloe and like the 2000s club type entourage vibe, the 2000s club type thing. You want to create an invisible club. Creating a club with your consumers' fave brand / their ideas, and they see it through your content, it creates a more of like, you put me on type vibe, right? If the Aloe is telling the consumer we're on our 2000 skinny vibe, they're like, oh, we are? Let me start. And they do it in like a funny way, and they have the clothes attached. They even may have music. They have TV shows, all that shit attached to it. It makes them feel more like, oh, they're trying to put me on and make me better than just selling me a piece of whatever the fuck, and I wear it 2 times and I'm done. People buy into clubs. People definitely buy into clubs. I don't care who you are, you're buying into a club. Like, right now, like I said earlier, the whole under consumerism, only have 10 shirts and pants combined together thing, that's a club that people are buying into, right? The old money, very conservative vibe, that's a club that people are buying into. The messy Kesha vibe, that's a whole club that people are buying into. The clean boy, LA boy, that's a club. The clean LA girl, it's a club. You're literally buying into clubs. So this is also part of the math equation as well. What club are you putting your person in? Your club should already be kind of started for you. You just want to pair yourself with it. These are a few brands that anchor very well that I think, because you guys say I never show examples. I'm trying to show examples now in every video I post. Memory Lane Park definitely gives you that 90s 2000 vibe, but they also dip in a more like future type vibe too, which is like now. And you could see in this card holder that they're doing, they added like Baccarat in there. They got like Lauryn Hill CDs. They got Biggie CDs. They have like old, it looks like a fucking Vibe magazine. I don't know. They got little like, they have very like tidbits of little shit that if a person looked at it, it wouldn't feel so much like a sale, but almost like, hey, look at this vibe I created for you. And if you like certain things on here, here you go. Wildflower Cases does this very well too. This is like in a girl bathroom. They have like the Taco Bell, the Dior lip gloss, and they have the Wildflower Case. So this is very much like the before, like you're about to go out with your Wildflower Case. If you're putting your makeup on, you probably got some like Taco Bell, Mountain Dew juice on the side. Threads Gin is like a Neiman Marcus. Like they sell a lot of things and they kind of source it for you. So they did a what's in my bag, but they poured everything on the floor, and it's like the girl's like putting all of her stuff back in the bag. Very good anchoring. They have the Chanel pouch. They have like Touchland. They have String Ting, Road, Emmy J. They have a lot of shit going on in there. Like I immediately looked at that one. I was like, that makes me want that pouch because they know about all the stuff that I already like. Again, they're already in my brand world. They're just trying to make me buy like a designer item to put into it, right? That they could source for me. Again, pairing things up. Things are better in pairs. This is a great example. Little Yachty is great at this. Drake is also great at this. I'm from LA, obviously love Kendrick, but I do believe that Drake has he's very good at marketing. I don't know if he makes his plays, but he's very good at marketing. Drake is very good at marketing. He's not a selfish person when it comes to marketing, and that's literally a key to marketing. You cannot be selfish with it. You have to build on top of things, build with. He's always doing collabs with like small artists, and I watched this video and it said that the small artists usually fail after they do a collab with him. Drake understands that they have a whole new brand world, right? Let's act like it's closed. They understand they have a whole entire new brand world. So if they have a whole entire new brand world, Drake's like, oh fuck, let me take some of their audience and put it into my brand world that is low-key bigger than theirs. But if I shoot myself down, it's like I could pick more up to my brand world, right? When I saw Drake collab with Yeet, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Drake likes Yeet. It makes you like them more. It's a pairing. It's a group. It's a group thing. Lil Yachty does this well too. He'll collab with like T Grizzly. Lil Yachty, what the fuck do you know about T Grizzly? Lil Yachty collab with Blue Bucks Clan too. Like, you're from like Atlanta. What do you know about Blue Bucks Clan? Pairing aspect is essential for a clothing brand to build. And sometimes you can't go Bottega. Sometimes you have to go smaller before you go higher. You got the X plus Y. This is equal Z. This is right. This is Z, right? Think in pairs. Think in, I need to figure out what this consumer would like me to pair my brand with, and let me buy some of that shit, and also what they think let me start speaking that in my copy, in my content, and see where it takes me, right? I'd have a Day Media Masterclass 1.0. You could get it right now. And in that one, I kind of talked on like the creation part of content. And if you watch my videos, I feel like you guys understand how to create content now. But now it's more about the technical. Because I could tell you to, hey, do this, this, and this, and you go do it. You're doing it kind of like arbitrary. But now it's about being technical and understanding that, oh, I have to get my footing and control this shit. Like, at this point, we can't just post. I feel like Day Media Masterclass 1.0 was like, I need y'all to just post and try to see what happens. Now it's like, okay, let me put my foot down and actually control what's happening on socials. Let me actually pay attention to how I'm writing everything out. Be very detailed about things. The math, the architecture of it. How do I get there? That's what Day Media Masterclass 2.0 is about. Going into 2025, you can't just post shit anymore. You have to learn control. That's all. This is all what Day Media Masterclass 2.0 is about. It's control. This masterclass is going to be very long. I'm not going to make it short. It's going to be long. It's going to be technical. It's going to feel like a fucking 80-hour college course type vibe, right? Because I want you guys to sit there. I want you to make a piece of content and be for sure that this works. I got my equation down. This makes sense, right? Posting just to post. Posting because you saw somebody else do it. Posting just because. Posting. Like, it's done. You can't do it anymore. If you keep doing it, don't expect growth. So, I hope you guys really like this video. I'll see you guys very soon. Sooner than you think. Comment below, do you think you're controlling your socials or you're just posting? And if you're just posting, let me know. Let's see what we could do about it.